Hey there everyone, welcome to the Gutenberg walkthrough. With each Gutenberg release, I will review the more visually impactful changelog items. My hope is that this provides much needed visual understanding of the new features in Gutenberg. Today I'm reviewing Gutenberg 9.4. 9.4 came with some interesting features and enhancements here, and I'll go over them below. These were probably the most visually impactful, as I mentioned before. It introduced inline keyboard input. So this is an option here in the rich text drop down. You have keyboard input. So if I now type something with that on, it will give me the keyboard styling of the text. So if I'm doing something like plus tab or something, right? Like these will show up as keyboard options. So another one is block variation transformations. Let's see that. We're going to see that more in something like the navigation block, I believe. So if we top level pages, let's create, I've got a sample page, here's my navigation block. Now we see the transform to variation option under the description of the block here. And this is where I can jump to the various variations of each block. So I can switch it to the horizontal or the vertical, and this is introduced with other blocks possibly as well. I know the query block will have this as well. Another feature is the width selector for the buttons block. Let's take a look at that. If we add button 1 and we add a button 2, so now with these buttons set here, I have width settings. So I can have button 2 take up 50%, and maybe I want button 1 to take up 50% of the width of the region here. So that's kind of cool. Let's see, I could turn that off. I could say if I want this to take up 100%, it drops it down to the next line. That's great. Oh, it's great. It works as I would anticipate it to work. Another one is the font size support for the list block. So I've got a list block right here. Let's see, I should have font size support. Yeah, there it is. So I can increase the size. It looks like it does not increase a single line. It increases all of the bullet elements. It increases the size of the entire block. Yeah. Okay. Changing the social links block icon sizes. Okay, so let's check out the social link blocks. Size. Oh, okay, so we're on normal. We've got a small, large, huge, and here we can add in here WordPress, right? There's my logo. There's the WordPress logo for my social links there. I can change the size. Cool. Another one, file block. For the file block, the copy URL button moved to the toolbar. So if we do file, let's see if I have any. I don't think I have any. Well, let's do that one, right? So I've got a file here. The copy URL has been moved to the toolbar now. If you remember, it used to be down here, a button down here. And it's now here, copied. Great. Let's see if it copied. Yep. The show reduced UI on hover. So if you remember, there's an option in preferences in Gutenberg to reduce the interface. And if you're watching these icons up here, when I click that, see how they disappear? Some of the items around the toolbar and up here kind of disappear. But now when I hover over it, the UI comes back. So I can click on these elements and take advantage of them still. So that's showing the reduce UI on hover. Allow adding headings by typing a /H1. If you're familiar, when we type a /, we get, it's a quick search for adding blocks, right? Well, now if I type in H1 or H2, heading H2, right? If I do an H1, big heading H1. So it's a quick way to drop in the specific heading heading style that you're looking for. And those are the bigger ones, bigger changes that came in 9.4. There were also some like polishing to some of the block styling around the shortcode block and around the search block, but ultimately those are the big ones. All right. Thank you for watching.